Child and Youth Services staff have been an integral part of Toronto schools for over 20 years. We are now a part of professional support services at the Toronto District School Board. Child and youth workers and child and youth counselors are part of the multidisciplinary team providing services to enhance school performance and promote student success. Child and Youth Counselors, or CYCs, assist students in the acquisition and maintenance of academic, communication, social, and personal management skills. CYCs provide group and individual counseling addressing issues with students. These include healthy relationships, school attendance, bullying, academic requirements, and social emotional needs. CYCs work in high schools, middle schools, alternative schools, and the Caring and Safe Schools Department. We work with children and youth in the schools and classrooms, recognizing that this life space is a vital environment in the growth and development of our youth. We are frontline and we are there in the moment, working with youth where they are at. During the 2012-2013 school year, Child and Youth Services has supported approximately 3,400 students. I think it's really important that we have our Child and Youth Services staff positioned directly in our schools and our classrooms, because it gives them an opportunity to connect with students right where they're at, right in their life space, and support them through the difficult moments, help them to set up their goals and identify strategies before the problems happen, but also to be there when things are going on so that they can help them through it, they can celebrate the successes as they happen.
Student success is different for everyone. I believe it's built on positive relationships, accumulating credits, engaging within the school community, attendance, connections to adults within the building, meeting your goals, joining sports, clubs, committees, and being able to trust themselves and believe that they can accomplish whatever it is they desire.
For all of our students, the successes can be very small, or in our ideas, they appear to be very small successes. But every little step is a valuable step, and it takes us closer to our ultimate goals. So we have to celebrate, we have to recognize, and we have to advocate for our kids in the moment as things are happening. Child and Youth Services staff offer many different services to students to meet their needs. And predominantly, or a great deal of those services are one-to-one or individual. So we're working directly with the student based on the needs that they've identified. Sometimes we're working in the classroom to support behavior, to support social needs, to support their academic needs. And other times we're working and looking at the whole school or the school climate.
The first thing I do with each student is get them to identify their goals and then start to build a therapeutic relationship. Because if you don't have a relationship, there's no way you're going to be able to work with these students to support their success. Trust is a huge issue with a lot of our students, so it takes time. And we just celebrate the small successes and we work together. As a CYC, my role is to support non-discretionary transfers into a new placement. What this looks like is a student leaving one school and going into a new school.
It's very difficult to start at a new school. We need the administrators in the schools to support the integration of the new placement students. Their engagement is critical in providing the necessary support to the students.
The CYC is present at the first meeting, at the intake meeting, and after I go over some administrative things, the CYC helps the child better understand the school and the new situation that the student is going to be, and explains how she, in our case Emily, can help the student with the transition to the new school, the new program, new teachers and everything, basically a new life.
I usually work with the student for 6 weeks. I don't count intake because intake is where we sit and we meet with the administrators and the parents. So I don't think that it's a time that I can even start the therapeutic relationship. So after that I do the 6 weeks where I can meet with the student alone, but I also meet with social workers and we have bridging meetings. Past social workers will come in and offer support. I work with teachers, I work with anyone that will be there and will support the student.
Being a child youth counselor or a child youth worker, that title is a supporting role, and I think the students feel that they can peel off a few more layers and share their experiences and know that there's no judgment, that they're valued, their voice is being heard, and that they're going forward. They're not taking steps backwards.
It's very helpful for the child to know that there is a date or there is a time scheduled when the CYC will come to chat.
So I think the biggest complaint that I hear from youth is their voice is not heard, whether it's in the school, the community, or within their home.
When I talked to the CYC worker, we didn't really just talk about problems, we talked about everything and anything. Like, we just have conversations, then somehow an issue would come out, we start talking about the issue. So it make you feel like they're more of a friend, you're talking to a friend than an actual worker, so that was nice.
One thing I want to say is, when I was talking to her, it was like a best friend right there, you know. I didn't have no one here other than her every Thursday is coming to see me, telling about my goals, how I want to get through in my life, my field, my credits. She helped me a lot.
If it wasn't for you guys, like, I'll probably be like not in school right now. Like, I really appreciate that you guys took the time to be there for me and to support me. And yeah, that's what I really needed to come this far.
So Emily empowers the students to give them some very wise and clear information.
A big role as a CYC is advocacy skills. So when I meet with the student, they tell me what their needs are, they identify their skills and their strengths, but then I have to go and speak to vice principals and social workers and anyone else that will be connected with this child to tell them what their needs are. In order to do that, I'm role modeling, and I have the student with me that's able to see that. But near the end, I bring the student in to be able to speak to these people so they can be their own advocates, because it's extremely important, for one, for them to be heard, but two, to feel comfortable to be able to speak whatever their needs are in order for them to be successful.
You guys taught me that I'm capable in doing whatever I want and becoming whoever I want, as long as I believe myself. Also, you guys taught me how to deal with conflict on my everyday living, and yeah, you guys taught me how to be successful.
If I didn't probably get help, I would have done a lot more stupid things, or been more angry, or not helped myself, or either be dead or somewhere doing something. So I'm really glad that they came and they helped me, and they helped me move on with life, and I'm healthy and safe, and I'm here now.
My goals is to finish school, get all my credits, and become a social worker, because I know I'm capable of doing that.
One of the ways that we can address individual needs and school climate needs, or the school culture, is through group. And a lot of our child youth workers and child youth counselors provide group work for students based on things that students have in common. So if we have students with issues perhaps around attendance, we might bring those students together and have them work on some strategies and some supports that they can offer to each other as peers. And through that group system, they're able to provide those different kinds of supports.
The students are identified through guidance counselors, social work, and administrators. I have a cap off from 8 to 10 in a group, so it's intimate and people are comfortable. And the way I run group is we sit, we talk about what group is, we do group rules and boundaries. Because it is their group, it's up to them to have the rules. And that way, if they take part, they can be held accountable, but also support their peers and holding their peers accountable as well. And realistically, through every group I ever had, the issues are usually the same. And it is bullying, sexual relationships, healthy relationships, information on drugs, and successes and dreams.
School is so much more than just academics for youth. And it's the place where they make their friends, they see their friends, they have a chance to practice their social skills, they get a better understanding of the norms of our society and the values that are all around us. And so they really need to be there, and they really need to feel like they belong. Otherwise, they just won't keep coming.
The support from CYCs through Safe and Caring have been tremendous. They have been effective for many of the students because it's been successful not from a transition perspective only, but from an academic perspective, and I'm also going to say from a graduation perspective.
What's happening for me right now is I'm in grade 12, I'm graduating. It was tough, like so tough, like one of the toughest things that I've ever did in my life. Like if not, it is the toughest. But I did have a lot of journeys and ups and downs through high school or whatnot, and my old school I was still discovering myself and trying to find out who I really am. But as time progressed, I started to understand me better as a person with help with my family, with friends, and with guidance counselors as well, and CYC, CYWs, and yeah, it's been like, thank you to everybody. It's been really grateful. Thank you.
As we move forward, we strive to provide the best opportunities for the children and youth in our schools. We believe that one very important aspect of that success is the relationship, that connection the child makes to the school community. We will continue to support students in creating those connections. Ultimately, it's about youth recognizing their strengths and believing in themselves.
Reach for the future, let